Hello YouTube, HPZ here today, and what we've got here is a Sega Saturn that's not been behaving. I know what's wrong with this machine. Basically the laser has gone on it, and a few weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago, I ordered from China a replacement laser. As you can see, they normally come pretty well packaged. It takes about 4 weeks to get here, and it costs $26, so not too much. I'll say that's affordable for most retro collectors, and if it can save a Saturn from actually going in the trash, that's a very good thing. So today I'm just going to do a little bit of a video on how to fit it. It's pretty easy. All you do is you need a Sega Saturn screwdriver, and you just open the machine as per normal. If you haven't noticed, I normally don't skip my opening of consoles, because you might want to do this at home. Those keen viewers at home will probably notice to your left hand side there's going to be a Wii U. It's still new in box, but like my previous video, camera equipment, everything is still packed up. There might be a development where I might be able to keep this house. I don't know yet. I'm not too sure. I'll have to see what happens. But until then, I'm just going to do the best I can with what I've got. There you go. All the screws have been removed. I can now open the console up. Those of you at home will immediately notice that this machine has some strange dust, okay, on the console itself, and it's looking pretty sad. I haven't opened up one of these in a long time, but basically there's going to be some clips on the sides that you have to unclip, and you can take this entire housing off. See, there's the one. The others are at the back here. Just pull backwards and up. Because this is an impromptu video, I didn't try and do this beforehand. But there you got your clips. It's two at the side. Just pull it to the side, and you can then see the laser mechanism. Now what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to see that this is moving properly. It's moving the way that I expect it to move. That all looks good. There's some dust and things there that needs to go away, but except for that, it doesn't look too bad. Motors are spinning nicely. Everything else looks good. Now how you get these out is actually pretty easy. What I'm going to try and do is just turn it around here like that. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. It's just a little piece of plastic here, and all you do is you push that upwards, push the pin forwards, and it just slides out like that. Carefully you just pull the laser upwards. Okay, now at the back it's very important to note there's a little plastic clip that you need to pull back, and then you can pull the ribbon cable out. Don't just pull the ribbon cable out. If you do that, you will damage the ribbon cable. These are sensitive, very sensitive, and if that happens, you'll have to track down another ribbon cable you can use, and frankly they're not easy to find. The other thing you'll notice is that it has this little gearing mechanism here. I don't know if you can see that. Now that gearing mechanism you need to take off and put on the new laser. So for now I'm going to put that aside, put the console somewhere safe, grab the replacement laser. Now before I fit this, I'm just going to make sure that it's the correct one. There's some differences. You can see that there's a capacitor there that's slightly different layout, but everything else it's exactly the same. Okay, you'll also notice that the new laser has a pot. Now I'm going to talk about what you need to do with that in just a second. after we fitted everything. But there you go, that looks almost identical. In fact, between these two, which one was the one that was broken? Ah, here we go, here's a broken one. So the next step is actually pretty easy. You need to take the laser, turn it around, and you'll see that there's a little bit of solder on the side there. I just want to see that you can see that. There we go, there's some solder there. You need to get a soldering iron, and you just need to take away all of that solder. So just heat it up, pull some of it away, and from the other side I find that you just push upwards and it does actually come off. Normally you don't need to get a solder sucker or anything out, it's just pushing it to the side, then just making sure that none of it's touching. It shouldn't be breached anymore. There we go. Turn off your soldering iron, that's all you need to do with it. And now you need to remember that this lens isn't static safe anymore, so you should be very careful when handling it. I'm just going to put it in there. I'm going to take the old laser quickly, and you'll see that there's 4 little clips here. I'm just going to push 2 of them forward, gently prying them off. Ensuring that I don't break any of the plastic. Okay, and then the last little one is at the back there. I'm just going to use a screwdriver to get to it. I'm just going to push it down as well. There we go. There's our gear assembly out. I'm just going to form it back a little bit, because as time progresses it creates like a little curve that's there. You'll see that there. I'm just going to gently give it a few nudges. Stick my finger and just keep it at that. So there's a bit of a bigger gap there, just so the plastic reforms and pushes a bit to the side there. It's not actually needed. It's just something that I generally do. A little bit more. You just have to be very gentle with this. This plastic is, I think it's over a decade now old, so be careful. Take the new laser, it just pushes on. And that's it. This new laser is ready to be fitted. So we're going to do the exact opposite of what we did just now. I'm going to keep this laser safe. Grab the console. Sorry about that, I gave you guys a little bit of a knock there. Right, first things first. Pull that little clip off at the back, take my ribbon cable, gently pull it forward, slide it into the back and close that little plastic clip. Right. Now I'm going to take this outer board that we removed earlier. I'm going to do the exact opposite, which is to push through the hole there, pushing that plastic clip to above, a bit to the side, and I'm just going to push it through the laser, gently making its way back. And now it's the difficult part. Okay, you need to align the back of it so it goes back in the hole at the back, and you just push forward. There we go, that's in. Our gears move freely. You can use a bit of plastic lubricant, plastic gear lubricant on the back of the gears. Please don't use strange things like WD-40 or what do you call it, Vaseline or whatever. Just use the proper stuff and just get some plastic gear lube. You can get it from any hobby store that they sell plastic safe gear lubricants. But to be fair, I'm not going to put it on this one. It's nice and smooth still. And that's it. Take the old cover. Backside goes in first. You see those two little clips. Push that back in. And it stopped recording for some reason. But let's push that back in and push that down. Ensure that everything sits nicely. And what I like to do at this stage is just get a random CD or DVD. And just ensure that it does actually turn still. It's not scratching the disc, it's not leaving holes or marks. And that's all you need to do. It's really that easy. And if you do swap it around and you find that the laser isn't working, same as my PS2 tutorial, you'll need to take a voltmeter, okay, and just set it there to diode test mode normally. And it's going to measure the resistance between those 2 points. And you're just going to slowly increase it, just little by little, and make a note of where you're increasing it to until it detects the discs. I've been so far from China, all of the ones I've gotten, they're all calibrated perfectly. I don't have to touch that at all. Some of them you do, unfortunately. It's not that difficult, anyone can do that, and yeah, that's it. It's really that easy to swap the laser for a Sega Saturn. Thank you guys, and until next time, it's HPZeta signing off. Goodbye.